Hey guys, it's Alleef here from Kakuchopurei, and we're here with the one and only Solid Snake, Mr. David Hayter. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. Okay, let's get to it.
Let's do this thing.
You were a writer and producer on the Netflix series Warrior Nun. I was actually a huge fan of the series. I watched both seasons, and I was pretty sad when the series was cancelled after the 2 seasons. Can you tell us what it was like working on that series, and are you involved with the revival movies?
I am not involved with the revival movies at this point. I don't know what the status of them are. Thank you for saying, because we loved making that show, and the experience of it was amazing. We shot in Spain. The first season was in Malaga. The second season was in Madrid. I got to live in Madrid for 6 months and shoot in all those beautiful locations and churches and crypts and graveyards, and our cast was amazing. It was really a unique experience. Everyone was a joy to work with, which is not always the case, and we just loved the show so much, and we really, we wish we had at least a third season to wrap it up, but we were lucky to have what we had, and I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you. It was a great series.
Thank you.
Yeah. You also voiced King Shark on the Flash TV series.
That's right.
You worked on the X-Men movies and Watchmen. Are there any other comic book properties or characters you've always dreamed of working on?
Well, growing up, Batman was always my favorite, so I would love to do a Batman movie at some point, or play Batman in an animated show or something like that. And Daredevil I always loved as well, and so I had wanted to create a Daredevil TV show long before they did the one.
Oh yeah, the one with
Charlie Cox.
Charlie Cox, yeah.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
But yeah, I begged Fox to let me make a Daredevil TV show, but it never came together. And then the Charlie Cox show is amazing, and so I was really happy they did that right.
You would have been a great Batman or Daredevil.
Yes, thank you.
For my next question, you've played iconic characters like Solid Snake, but you've also done a lot of writing and producing. How do you feel your experiences as an actor has shaped your writing, especially when dealing with iconic characters in pop culture?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Almost everything I work on is revolves around superheroes or sci-fi or sort of larger than life things. So all of my experience playing superheroes, playing anime characters, through the 90s, really made it a lot easier for me to understand them and write them as real characters. And the other great thing about being an actor and screenwriter is when I write dialogue, I can act it out and I can say it out loud to see if it will work for the actors when they finally get the script. So yeah, it's a pretty symbiotic relationship.
The X-Men movies were pivotal in shaping the current landscape of the superhero movie. Can you tell us, even recently in Deadpool and Wolverine, there was a tribute to the 20th Century Fox movies. Personally, how do you feel your movies have affected the superhero movie, and what do you think of the legacy of those movies?
Yeah, well, first of all, I went to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and me and Hugh Jackman got our big break on the same movie, and so it was really nice to see him back playing Wolverine. And then the fact that they did that tribute to our earlier movies was very touching for me. And in fact, all of those behind-the-scenes videos, I'm standing right off camera.
Oh.
I have to watch it again to see if I'm in it at all, but I don't know. And as far as the legacy goes, when we made the first X-Men movie, people weren't sure how to make a comic book movie. Like, do they take it seriously or do they make fun of it or whatever? And we just were like, let's treat this like a real world with real people and try to make a real movie. And I think taking it seriously like that really set the stage for the success of the Marvel Universe. So I'm very proud of our legacy, and I think we had a positive impact on bringing those stories to life.
Yeah. Awesome. I think without the X-Men movies, we wouldn't have gotten the MCU today. Yeah.
Yeah, the X-Men movies really proved to the studios that a movie that wasn't Batman or Spider-Man or Superman could make money. And so that that opened the door for them to make Iron Man and
Yeah.
the Hulk and
Avengers. And,
exactly. Eventually Avengers.
Hollywood has also been trying to make a Metal Gear Solid movie for years. I think the latest one was there was a director attached to the project, but I don't think there's been any news since then. Besides you, obviously, because you're Solid Snake, I mean, who do you think would be a great choice to play Solid Snake? Like in a
Well,
live
once
action
again,
movie?
me. You know, I always like Hugh Jackman for it because I love Hugh, and I think he, he's got that sort of snake look to him. But yeah, it's hard for me to picture anybody else's Snake apart from myself. So I kind of wish they'd do it animated and I could just do the voice. And,
Oh yeah,
you know.
that would be great. I mean, an animated Metal Gear Solid series or movie.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to do an animated series or something like that. So
Yeah.
we'll see what occurs in the future.
Awesome. What do you hope to delve more into in the future? Like, do you hope to get more into comics, into movies, or TV? What's the future like for you?
Well, I have a bunch of projects I'm developing. So I've got a horror action movie over at Fox, and I'm working on a TV show which is sort of related to my having grown up in Japan. There's a number of things that I want to do, but it's all secret until it comes out, you know.
Oh yeah, of course. You've been an advocate for voice actors and their contributions to the industry for a long time. What do you think still needs to change in terms of recognition or treatment of voice actors in the industry?
Well, I think the industry needs to recognize the impact and the talent of the voiceover community. You know, it's always frustrating when you see a famous a character that's been beloved for so long, and then they replace the voice with like Chris Pratt or some celebrity or something. And, you know, and celebrities are fine, but some of the voiceover talent that we have are so much better at those jobs than movie stars. And so I just hope that, you know, the great voice talent gets the recognition it deserves. I hope that AI stops stealing our voices because it's a bunch of crap and
Exactly.
will never be as good as a live performance. So I hope the industry just, you know, recognizes the value of what we do.
Thank you so much. I think that's all from me. We're going to move to my colleague for more gaming-related questions. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Mr.
Thank you
David.
so much.